Voters made themselves heard in last night's primary. Ken Welch and Robert Blackman, they're the two candidates who will now face off for St. Pete mayor in November. A big issue in the general election, affordable housing. 10 Tampa Bay's Miranda Parnell explains where they stand.
Affordable housing is the rain cloud that's hanging over the Sunshine City. So what are your mayoral candidates planning to do about it? Well, we asked them. More luxury apartments are going up all over the city, but what's the plan for people who just can't afford rent that keeps on rising? St. Pete mayoral candidate Councilman Robert Blackman supports changing to a system of city-backed mortgages.
It'll actually save our taxpayers money in the long run and do the most good with the money, because any dollar that enters the system will never leave the system. If somebody decides to sell their home for a profit down the road, that money will be returned back to the system.
Blackman says he will use this to pay for some of the cheaper housing stock to help create more living options. He also wants to tear down the Sunshine Senior Center in downtown to rework it as a multi-purpose site.
Torn down, rebuilt with the state-of-the-art senior center with a vertical tower above that has senior affordable apartments and a mixed rate, also market rate apartments in there too.
And candidate Ken Welch says he would start by using readily available cash from the Affordable Housing Trust Fund and penny for Pinella's dollars to create living spaces that more people could afford without using the majority of their income. He wants to see more neighborhood traditional mixed residential housing, also known as NTM.
Is we have to be intentional about not only doing the upzoning that the NTM1 represents, but we've got to do more of the affordable for folks making that $19 an hour and less. At the same time, if you don't do both, we will be gentrifying.
Welch says a key to addressing this issue is making sure that affordable living is the priority on all levels of city government.
When you see most of the new housing that's going in, you see luxury on it or market rate. That's great, but that's not for the people who are here for the most part.
That runoff election between Blackman and Welch will be on November 2nd. If Blackman wins, he'll be the first millennial mayor of St. Pete. If Welch wins, he will be the first African-American mayor for the city.